Hello everyone, my name is Armia and today we are doing a react of Emperor's text-to-speech device, the first 10 episodes specifically. I was originally going to do the Quaijin one this week, but today has been nothing but tech issues and tiredness, so I decided, you know what, I'll do a bit of a shorter one. And I figured, hey, other folks seem to enjoy my reactions to Hunter the Parenting. Why not go back and take a look at TTS? Because if you guys don't know, I'm also a bit of a Warhammer fan, especially like the older lore, like 5th and 6th edition, pre-Imperium Maledictum, I think it's called. But yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? First few episodes are pretty short, so
I really do hope this works. Is everything prepared?
The text-to-speech device has been implemented, Custodian. It appears to be functioning properly, unlike your feeble flesh.
Something I really quite like about 40k is the tech priests and like the idea of technology as a religion sort of deal. You know, the Omnissiah, like the Scutari, the magi of the tech priest order of Mars. It's kind of neat. Like it's interesting to have mysticism in technology, because I feel like quite often we have a tendency to be like, oh, the algorithm is this strange and unknowable thing that like rules over the YouTubers, like the YouTube god, like kind of deal, you know? Like, I think it's kind of interesting how we attach mysticism to logic. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Excellent. Our glorious Emperor will be capable of conversing with his loyal subjects once
Conversing?
and I shall be the first to speak with him. Oh, I could just take off my... No! Calm down. I restrained myself for millennia.
That's for the future. That's a reference, by the way, in case you guys don't know, the whole naked custodes thing is actually a reference to an actual lore thing, where it was mentioned that a bunch of them went insane and just ran around naked.
I will not let this legendary moment be ruined.
Well toast as you promised us.
Quiet you.
I do enjoy the idea, like, obviously it's a meme, right? But I do find the idea that the Mechanicus loves toast is pretty funny. Like, alternatively, you know what I also could see them loving? Like a Raspberry Pi. Like the like, tiny little computers, you know? Yeah, those would be neat.
Well, my divine lord, we have managed to implement a text-to-speech device into your glorious golden throne. Please, Lord, speak to us.
About fucking time.
At last!
It being the first, but those being his first words are also very fitting. Honestly, it's funny watching this again, because obviously I watched this like 10 years ago or something, when it was relatively current, and a lot of this stuff is like oh wow, it's I remember it vaguely. It's an interesting experience for sure, looking back at it.
Our glorious lord command us once again!
I have so many things to complain about. First of all, why do I only have a fucking glass eye on one of my eyes?
That is a good question,
Is that
actually.
really necessary? And what is with these ultra smirts that I keep hearing about?
Wait, are you referring to the Ultramarines? Oh my lord, they are some of your greatest warriors.
Well, that certainly fucking explains it. It seems like their baby blue heraldry have earned them a most righteous nickname. For that matter, I always thought they looked terrible. Do they still have that fucking toilet seat as their insignia?
Well, yes, they do, my lord. They keep it to honor their Primarch, Robot Gulliman.
Oh, well...
Robot Girly Man. I think that's another fun one about the 40k universe, like the Robot Gilliman themes. The amount of different things that Robot is called is actually kind of crazy.
I always thought he was the greatest of my 20 Primarch sons.
Doubt.
That's excellent, my
The
lord.
greatest little derivative pile of blueberry pudding pop fuckery that has ever graced the surface of this shitty little galaxy.
I will say, okay, so I will say, I'm not an Ultramarine hater, actually. I don't hate the Ultramarines. I do think they're overrated. Well, not overrated, they're overrepresented, that's the word. But I don't hate them, personally. I think they're fine. They're kind of like vanilla, you know? Like, nothing wrong with it, it's there. But there's more interesting ice cream flavors out there, you know? Like, with the salamanders be pistachio. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off topic. I'm just thinking like Blood Angels with the strawberry, salamanders pistachio. The what the heck? Imperial Fist. Oh, lemon. Of course they would be lemon. Yes, of course.
Oh,
Is he still alive?
barely. He was almost killed. He's currently in stasis back in the Ultramarines' homeworld of a crowd.
Cut his life supports and tell that stupid fucking Smurf village to fuck right off. Their constant uninterrupted chatting is drilling into my skull as if they were the immensely sanctimonious love child of tinnitus and the jackhammer.
I do wonder how Alpha Booster kind of looks back at this kind of thing, because obviously it's like 10 years old or even older now. And I don't know a single artist who doesn't look at their like early work and kind of goes like, like, I can do a lot better now. And obviously, if you look at like modern HTB, the production quality is so high through the roof. It's hard to compare almost.
The pain of a million ripped out nose hairs are but a tender massage compared to this inexpressible ultra torture.
Well, I'll see what I can do. But at least we still have our mighty Grey Knights.
I never created
Oh no.
Grey Knights.
But, my lord, they are the greatest at purging demons in the Imperium.
Oh, I remember now. This is the period. Okay, this is the period of 5th edition 40k. So this is the period of Matt Ward at his most Matt Wardy. For those who don't know, Matt Ward was. I don't actually know if he still writes for 40k, but he was a writer back during 5th edition. He wrote much of like the Space Marine lore, and he invented the Grey Knights as well. And he was a huge fan of the Ultramarines, including the very infamous line of everyone calling Robot Girly Man their spiritual liege. Which, yeah, that's not ideal. Lots of weird stuff in that one, I remember. Fun though.
They're all psychers, and they come up with the most glorious ways of killing the enemies of man.
Why at the few you.
Bring in the Dread Knights!
Oh, the baby carrier.
Greetings, my glorious Emperor. It is an honor.
Oh myself, what the fucking fuck is that stupid ass thing?
It is the mighty Dread Knights!
That is the worst thing that I have ever fucking seen ever. If I still had eyes, I would require someone to deposit promethium-infused floor cleaner into them. What terrible, terrible person designed this?
So I feel like they were trying to go for like, you know, exosuit kind of deal. But it really does look like a baby carrier. Like, I think the intention was like alien. But yeah, because I think it's because the Space Marine within is clearly just wearing his power armor, and it looks kind of goofy.
The technology of this marvelous machine was discovered by the Grey Knights and is held secretly from all inferior Astartes chapters. We are the exterior design.
Honestly, though, like that whole thing of like the inferior. Good lord. The Grey Knights are weird because, like, on the one hand, I like the idea of the Ordo Malleus having like their militant wing. Right? Ordo Malleus, for those who don't know, are the Inquisition, are the wing of the Inquisition that deal with like demons mostly. And in that sense, I do like the idea of them having a militant wing because it makes sense. You're gonna need to be punching some demons. On the other, I feel like stuff like the Sisters of Battle is just inherently more interesting because, well, for one, they're pretty girls, that definitely helps, but more to the point, the Sisters of Battle have a lot more going for them, lore-wise, in my opinion, rather than the Grey Knights, who read a little bit like, oh, I made my own chapter and they're all super special and awesome and they have their own things and ooh, like, you know, like it's a little... That being said, I don't hate the Grey Knights or anything. I just think, like, they could be handled better, at least in the lore that I know. Maybe nowadays they're actually a lot better, who knows?
I believe to be personally designed by the Grand Master of the Grey Knights himself, Caldor Drago. He is the mightiest of Grey Knights. He is currently
We'll get to him.
killing demons daily, pillaging demonic villages, and vandalizing the Chaos God's property like some kind of glorious rascal. He has even written a name on a demon Primarch's heart.
For the love of all, stop signs.
What I want to know is, like which one? Which demon Primarch did Caldor Drago write his name on? There's like 10 of them in the galaxy, right? I doubt it's gonna be Magnus. I would be surprised if that's the case.
Galaxy sees and fucking desist. What in the fuck? That was actually very cute.
See, okay, I do like the Centurions, because I feel like it's the same concept as the Dread Knight, but kind of almost goofier, and it kind of works.
But its little legs and oversized body, adorable. Come to Papa you.
What? Wait, no, don't!
Yes. This is funny to me.
Well, my lord, I do not know about you, but I feel this is the start of something absolutely glorious.
Oh, you know it
Thanks,
is.
you fucking banana.
Yes, my lord.
Oh god, I forgot about getting jump scared at the end there. Alright, let's get into episode 2. Today we're going to be doing all 10, well, not all 10, the first 10 episodes. In the future I might do a few, a few at a time, because most of the TTS episodes start getting longer as the series nears its completion, so at that point I'd probably do like 1 or 2 episodes per video.
So, let me get this straight.
Now we're actually in like old TTS.
10,000 years since my angsty asshole of a son Horos made me a paraplegic and put on this throne.
That is correct, my lord.
How the fuck did...
It's crazy to think about like just how far, like even if you compare just like episode 1's remake to episode 2, how much better the animation has become.
You all survived for 10,000 years without me around.
Well, my lord, the Imperium has safely preserved your teachings and followed it for all these years.
The interesting thing as well, like, fundamentally, it's still the same techniques, it's just much more refined.
Always submitting to your superior will.
That's a relief. For a second I thought you guys would have turned into some giant megalomaniacal group of religious people running around killing each other in the name of some fictional deity, or something like that.
Oh no, of course not, my lord. We would never stoop so low. The only one we would ever worship is the one true god of all is you, of course. Everything else is heresy.
Oh, good lord.
Are you fucking serious?
What is upsetting you, almighty god emperor of mankind?
I knew this would fucking happen.
Oh, my lord, you don't have to worry about anything. The Ecclesiarchy and the Imperial Inquisition both make sure that the people of the Imperium retain their faith in you and you alone by making sure that no one knows about the corrupting powers of chaos. And if they somehow figure it out, we'll just exterminate the planet and it's all safe again.
Honestly, the whole exterminatus the planet, like, real quick, it's interesting because, like, obviously it's a bit of a meme in the 40k universe. For those who don't know, exterminatus is basically just blowing up a planet. And there's a whole meme of like oh, they do this on a whim. Which might have been partially started by TTS, actually, now to think about it. In the actual lore, sometimes it is a little bit on a whim, Krypton, but generally, exterminatus is a big deal. Like, you do not just throw lives away because that's the Emperor's currency. You don't waste the Emperor's currency. Kind of logic, which I do think is an interesting way of looking at it. Especially because, like, it's a lot of waste to blow up an entire, like, Forge World or whatever, just because, ooh, there's some heretics. Much better to root them out.
The Ecclesiarchy? The Inquisition? Are you serious? Damn IT really well, sir. Okay. Remember the age of strife?
Aren't you referring to the age of apostasy, sir?
No. The age of strife. Let me tell you. It was when asshole Cygers first started appearing, and all of asshole mankind started fighting each other over asshole reasons. That is when I first emerged. I destroyed all asshole religions that existed on Terra. Do you want to know why?
Because you are the one true God, my lord.
Wrong. It is because religion is stupid, superstitious, brainwashing crap that makes you into an asshole. This is why I specifically said when designing the Imperial truth that equality, science, and galaxy conquests is the way to go, and religion needs to be thrown out a window.
I do think it's very funny that the Emperor supposedly was all for equality, when you consider the fact that he was, in fact, an emperor. And let's be honest, if you doubted his will, I very much doubt that equality would run for a long time. For the people familiar with Hunter the Parenting, if it hasn't been obvious yet, Big D is very similar to Big E here, the Big Emperor, or just Emperor, because, well, they're very similar characters. HTP1 is based on TTS's Emperor. And the fundamental flaw of the Emperor in 40k is that he's a hypocrite. He has a lot of genuinely good goals, right? Like he wants what he considers to be the best for humanity. The problem is that he is fundamentally a dictator playing at being good to his people. That makes sense. He is fundamentally fundamentally he's a fascist, quite frankly.
But my lord, what about the Lectito Divinitatus, telling us that you are our one true God?
That was written by
yes.
my whiny bitch of a son Lurgar, who later decided to dress up in spikes, scarlet red armor, worship some dark gods, and be really fucking edgy. Stupid, rebellious teenage phases.
Ah, well, I see, my lord.
Now, where is my Centurion? Yes, this is true happiness. So it is this age of apostasy that you mentioned?
Oh boy.
Well, how do I put
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The Age of Apostasy is fun. It's a very interesting period, that's for sure. Alright.
Really?
Yes, my lord.
This happened?
On behalf of all mankind, I'm really sorry, my lord. I truly am really
God,
sorry.
I just realized something else that happened later on in TTS is that everyone got subtitles, not just the Emperor.
You let one of those nutty cults gain a hold of mankind and grow to become a state religion of the Imperium, becoming this fucking ecclesiarchy thing. And then, people start to cut their own fucking spleen out, waving it around and throwing it at people, all in a pool of their own jizz and blood, to profess their love for me.
I'm really sorry.
That's quite a way to put it, but yeah, kinda.
And then, you let some power-hungry motherfucking bureaucrat become the master of both the administratum and that overly dominant ecclesiarchy grok shit, effectively controlling all our hot, leathery assassins from the Officio Assassinorum and all asshole psychers in the Adeptus Astra Telepathica. Oh, and our flashlight guys as well.
But
And then, this balls to the walls paramount of imperial incompetence that has become your leader starts to kill and torture anyone and everyone he feels like because it makes his bureaucrat balls tingle with delight in
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Biggie?
initiating a massive, totally pointless purge of all mankind. And in addition, you did all this with the most evil fucking name I've ever heard. Go Vandire.
That is like probably one of the most evil names I've ever heard. Like Evil McEvil. Okay, here's a challenge for you guys. Come up with a more evil name than Goj Van Dyer.
Seriously, how could you ever trust a guy with that name? G-O-G-E Vandire. That name is just screaming I'm gonna take your eye sockets and put my penis into them. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck.
Look, my lord.
Rose?
The events of the Age of Apostasy is all a great shame upon the Imperium, but he was brought to justice in the end. Why, I was even there when it happened. Several Astartes chapter masters and the Mechanicus Fabricator General came around and told us what Van Dyer had been up to all this time. And then we helped out by conveying the truth of the matter to the leader of Van Dyer's bodyguards, the Brides of the Emperor, by directing her straight to you. Why, I remember it all like it was yesterday.
The Brides of the Emperor, aka eventually the Adeptus Sororitas, is one of my favorite factions in the setting. I think the Adeptus Sororitas are freaking cool. They are so fun. Freaking cool!
Sacred God Emperor himself, upon the golden throne of Terra. He is so beautiful. I've never seen anything as graceful and bewitching in all my life.
I know, right? And we get to clean his entire body several times a week.
I'm so unfathomably jealous I could burn you all right now. But I won't, so don't... But still...
Right. Anyway, as you can see, Van Dyer is not the one you're supposed to be looking up to. He doesn't do anything but deceive to gain more power. He is a madman, and his reign of blood must be stopped. Hey, are you even listening?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I spaced out. The Emperor has some quite divine-looking abs.
Actually, those are just bones jutting out. But anyway, I know you have served Van Dyer for a long time, but his megalomaniacal ways must come to an end.
Oh.
I really enjoyed the characterization of the Adeptus Sororitas and the Brides of the Emperor as kind of just like Emperor groupies. Kind of fun.
Okay.
Okay.
You have committed the ultimate heresy! Not only have you turned your back on the Emperor and stepped from his light, you have profaned his name and almost destroyed everything he has striven to build. You have perverted and twisted the path he has laid for mankind to tread. As your own decrees have stated, there can be no mercy for such a criminal. I renounce your lordship. You walk in the darkness and cannot be allowed to live. Your sentence has been long overdue, and now it is time for you to die.
I don't have time to die. I'm too busy.
Honestly, those are some like baller lines. Like both of them are canon lines, as far as I'm aware. And I just love. I don't have time to die. I'm too busy. Something about that is just very fun.
Right. I think I remember that too. Some girl came in here and stared at me with depraved, flustered eyes. If I had the proper bodily components left, I would probably have gotten a fairly insecure boner.
That's the Adeptus Sororitas for you.
You haven't made female space marines, have you?
Huh?
No, but yes.
Oh, no, that isn't even possible. Only lewd and deviant artists of pen and parchment have ever come up with something like that.
Canon female space marines, Slaneshi.
Even none of you.
You are not telling me there's not some space marine out there that has not gender bended, especially with Slanesh stuff going on. That would be tame for them, in fact.
Natural in the middle of the process, we end up throwing them into the fire.
Good. The Adeptus Astartes can only contain males. No girls allowed. They are yucky.
Whatever you say, my lord.
So, what's up with this Inquisition thing?
Oh boy.
Alrighty. The Inquisition, oh boy.
Actually, I think I have to go now.
Stop. You're telling me about this Inquisition thing.
Oh, hold it. Wow, I think that's your regular everyday meal of 1,000 sacrificed souls being prepared. Better go and check on it.
What was that?
Nothing, my lord. Nothing at all. I'll just go now.
Poor Custodes really doesn't want to explain the Inquisition.
What the...
You are not going anywhere until you tell me about the Inquisition.
How did you do that?
Have you forgotten? I'm the fucking Emperor. I sit around and randomly shit out warp storms daily because I have nothing better to do. Now, tell me. I think I shat out at least 5 warp storms during that presentation. Really?
So for those who don't know, the Inquisition is basically an organization dedicated to keeping people away from chaos, most and foremost. They do a lot of extracurricular activities. And to be fair, they also fight like Xenos and a bunch of other stuff. Basically, they try to keep the Imperium together, right? They're the secret service, sort of. They're also a bunch of idiots. Like, the Inquisition is kind of a mess, like, fundamentally, and it's kind of great. I love them for it, because they are just constantly infighting and killing each other over doctrinal things, and taking chaos artifacts, and thinking, I'm an Inquisitor, I'll be fine, and then getting corrupted, and you know, like, trying to turn humanity into a hive mind, or blowing up planets to stop the Tyranids, or, like, messing with the timeline. They do a lot of fun stuff.
What the fuck have you all become? Labor
Fun stuff?
camps and sterilizations?
Oh, that's the weak stuff.
Murder millions over bare superstition?
Again, weak stuff.
Excommunication of actually loyal Astartes? Have thousands
Oh yeah, true, they did do that.
and its valuable assets destroyed because some bypassed with barbed wire and accidentally summoned a demon or two. Be painfully hypocritical and use Xenos and demonic weaponry in aid in order to carry across my will. Use no monkeys.
But, my lords,
Ah yes, the Techno
Inquisition's
monkeys.
work has saved mankind on numerous occasions. Like during the High Fleet Leviathan crisis, where the Inquisitor known as Cryptman stepped forward. The Tyranids, which he had previously named them, had managed to outmaneuver the Imperium, but thanks to Cryptman, their threat was abolished. Yet,
Cryptman.
Magos concocted poison against the Tyranids, which they then managed to defeat them entirely with.
Am I gonna have to start writing a list over things I don't know what the fuck you are talking about because what in the balls are a Tyrannid?
Right. It's kind of nasty. But still, it was quite heroic of
How do you explain a Tyranid quickly? Zag.
them.
And how much did this threat cost to abolish?
Well,
They're more than that, but
let's
yeah.
just say he didn't have the luxury to count the cost. Anyway, there was also one time during the First War of Armageddon where the Grey Knights helped the Space Wolves fight off a demon Primarch. Please don't get oversensitive about the Primarch thing. I really don't need more of this.
Now you are bringing up those fucking Grey Knights again, with that stupid-ass baby carrier Dread Knight thing. My inexistent eyes are still sore from seeing that abomination.
Yes, but truly the Space Wolves received great aid from the Grey Knights in their battle.
And then what?
What do you mean?
What happened after the battle had ended?
Well... The Space Wolves kind of wanted to save the survivors of the war, but the Inquisition sort of wanted to put them into labor camps and to sterilize them and have them die off, which the... Space Wolves didn't really like that much, so...
Understandably, although, to be fair to the Inquisition, and I'm not defending them here really, I will say it is standard practice to basically kill anyone who knows of chaos. Not saying that's a good thing, because it's kind of a dumb way of going about it, but, you know, that's kind of what happens.
Well, there was a Cold War, and the Grey Knights betrayed the Space Wolves, and some shit happened, but that isn't important. Because, well, one time the Grey Knights stopped a bloodthirst for using an ancient, very dangerous technology known as the Blood Tide from destroying a world, and it was truly glorious.
And then what?
Oh shit, they killed a massive amount of innocent sisters of battle and adorned their armor in their blood, but...
Oh god, that one. The Cornate Grey Knights, yes, that one's kind of infamous. So the story there is, right, the Grey Knights are doing their thing, hunting demons. And they come across a planet where the Sisters of Battle are holding down, like, I think it's like a shrine or a castle or something, right? There's like a bunch of them left, and they are so pure that the demons can't hurt them. So the Grey Knights arrive, and the Sisters are like, hooray, reinforcements. So the Grey Knights decide, hey, these girls are really pure. What if we kill them and, like, spread their blood over our armor in order to, like, use them as like, defense against demons. Yeah, I for a very long time, Citizens of Battle were kind of just punching bags, and it felt kind of bad, because, like, why? It's so dumb. Ah, good lord.
Fucking stop. This organization, however it came to fucking be, is obviously pure, concentrated, whole-brain stupidity, and whoever came up with the idea to create it in the first place is obviously a fucking idiot. They walk around and do whatever they fucking feel like while laughing really snarky at the plebeian communities they see
Inquisition love.
for them, all while having themselves and all their troops ornate in loads of fucking shiny shit and skulls to look so emperor worshipping when really they are just creeps in trench coats, and that is all they will ever be. Now,
Okay, I will say, there are some actually fun Inquisition characters. I mean, I'm even playing a pretty fun one. A lot of the fun Inquisition characters are the more radical ones, with like Xenos tech and Chaos tech and stuff. Obviously, the Emperor wouldn't be a fan of those, but still fun.
ready yourself, send this message to the scribes. I want it sent to every corner of the fucking galaxy. I, the Emperor of Mankind, hereby make my official decree that all organizations contained within the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum shall be disbanded and removed from existence. All who work for either organization shall return to their sector of birth and work there as a regular citizen once more. All who refuse shall be branded renegades until they have given up their futile strive to conquer the galaxy in the name of their dogmatic religion. Signed, the Emperor of Mankind.
Yes! I shall go ahead and do that immediately, my lord. I'll be back when I'm finished.
This is all fucking nuts. Seriously, how could an organization like this spring into Exista? Wait a moment, I remember something.
There we go, now
This
he
can't
remembers.
be for real. Malcador.
This is the first time we kind of get a little bit of drama as well in TTS. You can tell they're kind of starting to find their footing. Like, the first few episodes, Alpha Boost is kind of just doing stuff to see what works, and then in, like, episode 5, now the plot starts going.
Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karamas.
What is it? Do not waste my time. I'm very busy initiating exterminatus on this mining world. You're not giving me the shiny shit we need. Seriously, we can't have our soldiers walking around without the bling.
A very important message has been sent to you directly from Holy Terror itself.
What is it about?
Here, read it.
What? This is heresy!
Classic. Fyodor Karamazov is another one of those, like, very interesting characters, in my opinion. God, so I'm holding back quite a bit, because a lot of this stuff gets explained by the series, and I kind of want to... I don't want to be, like, preempting explanations as I go. So it's sort of like, okay, when do we get to the explanation? Anyway, next one, Malcador.
My lord, the deed has been done.
Oh, you can hear microphone upgrade.
And it took a fuckload of time. At least 3,000 scribes died, and I somehow managed to get a headache in the process. But the message has been sent to all inquisitorial and ecclesiarchal organizations in the galaxy. My lord? Hello? Are you awake?
Knock knock.
My lord, I have completed the mission you entrusted me. I have traveled the galaxy and found these 12 individuals of character, skill, and determination. Please, if you will oversee them, I will be ready to make my sacrifice.
You have done well, my faithful servant. I trusted you to find me the most inquisitive and trustworthy this galaxy has to offer, and you succeeded. I approve of your selection, Malkador.
Thank you, my lord. These individuals will lay the foundation for the eternal watchmen of the Imperium. Ever rooting out heresy and keeping mankind away from the abyss that is chaos. Now that my final duty has come to an end, I shall make my final sacrifice for you, my Emperor.
Behold the greatest sacrifice of our age. Malkador the Sigilate is no more. Henceforth he shall always and only ever be Malkador the hero.
Malkador is a fascinating character, and if you ever want to read up on 40k, I would absolutely recommend Malkador as a good read, as a good, interesting starting off point. Especially because it really does show the contrast between what was intended by the Emperor and what came out of his intentions. In this case, he intended for effectively a secret service to be born, and instead it was the Inquisition.
My lord, you're awake?
Of course I am, you fuckstudies. Can't you see when people are having dramatic flashbacks?
Oh,
I can't.
really sorry, my lord. Anyway, the deed has been done. The message has been conveyed.
Good. How they dare shit upon a sacrifice that my most loyal servant ever made by turning the organization he laid the foundation for into an elitist shitfest is inexcusable.
Excuse me, my lord. I don't think I follow.
Malkador, the hero, previously known as Malkador the Sigilate. He was my bro for life, and the first High Lord of Terra. He was the one who ruled and spread the word of the Imperium in my stead while I was tinkering with his throne. If it weren't for that disappointment of a son Magnus the Bookworm, who just had to fall to the temptations of chaos, and sent a brain-shattering psychic phone call to me with his powers, the barriers that protected my greatest project, the webway of mankind, wouldn't have been ruined, and Malkador wouldn't have had to make his sacrifice.
Oh. So, everything is Magnus's fault?
Definitely. If I could, I'd brutally spank
Poor Magnus.
Magnus until his ass would turn so red that his face would look pale in comparison.
Ah, I see.
Come
For context, Magnus is known as Magnus the Red.
to think of it, is Magnus still alive?
Last time I heard he's a demon prince now, residing in the Eye of Terror on the planet of the Sorcerers.
Sounds really fucking nerdy, just like him. Later, I want you to send those Ultramarine Smurfs there and try to get a hold of Magnus and then bring him here to me. They fail. They'll at least not be so fucking snobby anymore, and if they succeed, I'll get to spank Magnus so it's all good.
Very well, my lord. I'll remember to tell someone that.
Win-win
I
situation.
wonder how the
for sure.
disbanding of all those shitty cult organizations is going.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going great.
No doubt about it, fellow Inquisitors. Whoever sent this message is a heretic. There is a heretic on Terra, pretending to be the only God Emperor of mankind.
This must be the work of demons.
A cult. It must be a cult.
Yes, a gene stealer cult.
Gene
Cannot
stealers.
this heretic keep doing what he is doing?
We can't exterminate this Holy Terror way.
I don't think so. That should be kind of counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive? What the fuck does that mean?
We cannot perform exterminatis of Holy Terra yet. But what we can...
Imagine if they did do that. Exterminatus on Holy Terra. Like, blowing up the holiest planet and, like, the planet of the Imperium. What kind of effect that would have? I mean, even assuming the Emperor somehow survives, which is a big if, there would definitely be some ripples through the Imperium, to be sure.
He sent an inquisitorial representative there, as one of the High Lords of Terra. and then argue with the rest of the High Lords until they allow us to perform a thorough search and purge of our planet.
Oh, that sounds real good.
It shall be like an annual exterminatus, with more door-kicking and burning buildings.
Maybe we can check if there is a tool world while we're at it.
Now, my brothers and sisters, radical Puritans.
I feel like if you're not familiar to 40k, so many terms get thrown around that make it kind of difficult to follow sometimes, right? Like Tomb World, Gene Stealer, the Inquisition, just all kinds of terms. I do wonder what would I consider one of the best ways to get into 40k? Frankly, Space Marine 2, if you want the vibes. If you just want like, I just want a good game that's also like the vibes, then yeah. If you want the lore, if you want a lot more lore, Rogue Trader is fantastic. And the upcoming Dark Heresy is looking quite good. Both those are Alcat RPGs, so they're quite wordy. But they will also explain a lot to you. So I think it'll work for you.
The only thing you need to do is vote for me as your inquisitorial representative. I will travel with my feet to Terra, find the culprit who's behind these mischiefs, and kill him for the Emperor.
For the Emperor. Now we're getting into the actual TTS. Like, this is actually like when it became a bit more refined. Still a bit rough around the edges, but you can start seeing the refinement.
Greetings, Honorable Battle Brother! Did you hear the news? Indeed I did, Honorable Battle Brother! We have received a mission from Holy Terror itself! That is right, Honorable Battle Brother! It is our time once again to prove ourselves as ultimate.
Oh, how long until Kato Sicarius shows
By
up?
an honor, we shall succeed, and we will never fail our sacred duties. After all, the greatest of them all are the Ultramarines!
Soon enough I should stop hearing their constant fucking chanting in my head. I've been hearing it for so long that I'm starting to feel like I have warp traveled on a fucking bicycle.
I'm still not certain about this idea.
A bicycle's still a thing in the Imperium. Bikes certainly are. Theoretically, bicycles should be possible, but also somehow I feel like it's countered the vibe of 40k. It's like, this does not fit our vibes. Exterminatus it immediately.
Are you defying me?
No, absolutely not. I was just thinking, since the Ultramarines are one of the greatest forces in the galaxy, are you 100% certain that sending them to their imminent doom on the planet of the Sorceress is a good idea?
Look, my child. I know you are fucking stupid, but I am your father, and you should never argue against your father, because he always knows best. Isn't that right?
Of course!
That's a good custodes. Your intelligence is growing remarkably fast, just like your father's.
Oh, well, thank you, Dad.
No problem, son.
I love that.
Now, prepare your cleansing liquid. My eye lobes are itching like they are infected by a fucking Death Eater virus. Also, bring my Centurion.
Right away!
This is like the first time Kitten gets a lot more characterization, I think.
Hey, Lords of Terra! We are gathered here today to discuss the most pressing matter, the survival of the Imperium of Man, such that we have never seen before. Should we outlaw the use of laxatives to everyone but us? Because my poo has been really hard and dusty lately.
I am the law, and I think that not only should we outlaw laxatives, we should also get a new shipment of prune cakes, because that really helps out with how your bowels dance out poo.
Rose?
I disagree. My generals need to poo in several random places to command those living flashlights of mine. And the work is not easy. Shit Factory's gotta do that too. Get on my guys going to battle their fucking skillets, can I?
I think that this is a dumb discussion for you biological types that are going to get your rectums replaced with service skulls.
Alright, seriously, it isn't funny.
Honestly, thinking about it, I once played a tech priest who was very, very weird. She was part of the Agos Biologies, which is the biological study. Which, needless to say, like a lot of tech priests are like, what the heck? You're into biological studies? That's weird. And she was like that grown by her quote-unquote father, and she had this like uncanny mannequin kind of sense to her. Like Uncanny Valley, very much. I thought it was a lot of fun to play, because instead of the typical, like you know, Magos, where it's like a mess of wires and machinery, instead, she was seemingly normal on the surface, but then underneath, very, very strange. Pretty fun to play.
Anymore. First, you make fun of my hat on a daily basis, and now you send this emperor-damned message throughout the entire Imperium. Why?
Can you quiet down, Sourhead? I can't hear you.
We didn't send anything, I think, did we?
I don't know. Who am I again? I forgot.
Well, if you didn't send the message, who did? Someone is obviously being very mean.
Oh, stop your whining, Decius. Can't you see that we're having a very important discussion about who here?
This must be the 20,000th time you've had that discussion.
Oh, the 40,000th time. Come on now.
2,374. Time to be exact.
Back in my day, people didn't count with numbers. Instead, we used good old-fashioned coaches to count.
Well, well. Perhaps we should outlaw counting again?
Oh yeah! I am the law!
Well, I'm gonna go back to the...
Honestly, Retired Judge Dredd does sound kind of funny. I would watch like a comedy movie about like a retired Judge Dredd type.
Ecclesiarchal Palace and figure out which one of you pruneheads ordered this message to be sent around. The Ecclesiarchy is not disbanding, and that's that.
My lords, the inquisitorial representative has arrived.
Why is everyone so dang old?
The inquisitorial representative? I hate that person.
Ah, the Inquisition? Very well. What name does he go by?
Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karamazov, sir.
What? Karamazov?
Bum bum bum!
I feel thoroughly refreshed now. Chain halberds truly do wonders.
I'm sorry, what?
My lord, I've been thinking a little. When Magnus tried to contact you, what did he try to tell you?
Are you siding with chaos now?
No, my lord. I'm just pondering it. But I'm thinking, let's say that Magnus was actually trying to warn you about Horus's fall.
Okay.
If that was the case, then Magnus wouldn't have had to send his message to you if Horus hadn't fallen.
Yes.
And Horus wouldn't have fallen if the chaplain Erebus wouldn't have tempted him to join Chaos.
Right.
And Erebus wouldn't have kept turning Primarchs to the ways of Chaos unless he hadn't tempted Lorgar over to his side together with the Wordbearer's first company captain, Cor Pharaoh.
Correct.
So by that logic, wouldn't this all actually be Erebus and Cor Pharaoh's fault?
Now you are just talking out of your ass. As I said earlier, everything is Magnus's fault.
Of course you're right, I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, like, if anybody's at fault... I think you could also blame Horus to a big extent, because I mean, fair is fair, he still fell for it.
By the way, why...
You can also blame the Emperor.
While you were sending that message to the Ultramarines, did you also tell them to cut Rilliman's life support?
I'm sorry, my lord, I kind of forgot about that.
Do that later, then you should boot. Speaking of which, I need you to explain something to me.
What is it, my lord?
Why are you the only one ever visiting me?
Good question, actually. Why are you the only one ever visiting him?
I mean, ever since I got this text-to-speech device, I've not seen anyone but my Centaurian, some tech priests, that awful fucking Dread Knight thing, and you. Where are the rest of the custodies? Did they all die off or something? Are you the only one left?
After we witnessed you at the brink of death, your body being sat upon the Golden Throne, all custodies went into a collective depression. We all decided to stop fighting outside the planet's borders. We have never left this palace since, always guarding your sacred vessel.
What a bunch of pussies you are. I can manage myself, you know. I'm not a regular ass fucking corpse.
Oh, of course not, my lord.
Also, that still doesn't answer my question. Where are the rest of the custodies?
The rest are currently guarding the palace, my lord.
Well, in that case, tell them to go out and be useful instead. I didn't give them the best war gear in the Imperium for nothing.
Funny enough, this is actually canon. Like, when the Emperor... when Guilliman awoke, he basically was like, alright, custodies, stop just moping around the palace. Go and actually, like, fight for the Emperor where it's needed.
Yeah, about that, my lord.
Which honestly is one of the things I like about the new law.
Most of us custodians have not
Really
sworn an oath to never leave Terror and your presence after the Horus heresy, but have also redefined the use of our war gear and armors to show that we are mourning your loss. It's quite hard to explain, but
Bring in some of the custodies here. Some of my companions, to be exact. Do it now.
Are you sure?
Do it.
Here we go.
Very well, just a moment, my lord.
I know what's
Well,
coming.
here they are, my lord. Some of your other companions.
Holy shit. What in the name of Terraform?
My glorious overlord, the Emperor of Mankind. I am honored to be in your presence once more.
It has truly been too long, my lord.
Okay, genuine question. Where the frick did Alpha Booster get this art from, actually, now think about it?
My oiled abs quiver at your voice.
So this is how you mourn the death of me, huh?
I just want you to know, my lord, this was not my idea.
We don't see you much around anymore, brother. What was your name again?
My name is...
Didn't we used to call him Little Kitten before he was elected as the Emperor's own personal caretaker? Oh, I remember that little bottom anywhere.
Yeah, that's right, they basically all fell to Slanesh. It's not actual canon, but...
Remember now, Little Kitten, the elected one, hurrying his way so far into our ranks. You weren't ever useful for anything more but sweet talk, were you? Speaking of which, my glorious overlord.
This shit is so surreal. Am I on drugs?
Kitten over here has been your caretaker for such a long time. Would you perhaps be interested if any one of your other companions were to take over as the caretaker? I do remember quite fondly that I was your favorite warrior during the Battle of Gyros Thravian.
The only thing I remember about that battle is that Rokodor, Mordarian, and fucking Horus were being dominated by stupidors. When their defeat was imminent, I came along and saved the fucking day with my massive army of golden people, killing 100,000 orcs at the cost of 3 of our own.
Oh my
I
god.
was in that battle as well, my lord. If you remember when you climbed on the enemy wall versus Gargant, you stepped on my head in order to get to the top. Truly, I am deserving of the position as your caretaker.
I'm still not even sure why you guys are half naked. Why would I suddenly want to change my personal complaint manager? I mean, what do you even do? Stand around and fap in the palace?
Only on Thursdays.
We are here to guard your holy body,
I forgot about the only on Thursdays line. Oh my god.
my lord. Not one scratch shall reach you while we stand guard.
No scratches, huh? Try a fucking warp-induced nuke right to the face, see what happens. You are the strongest fucking warriors that exist in the Imperium. What in the fuck are you guys doing undressed inside the Imperial Palace literally doing fuck all? When was the last time any one of you killed anything?
I killed a fly the other day.
You have the best arsenal ever put together at your disposal, and you do not use it. You should be fucking ashamed, you shit nuggets. Now,
As an aside, the Custodians actually have a really neat weapon where it's like a halberd bolt gun thing. It looks really funky, and it's what Kitten's weapon in HTP is based on as well.
You three fuckers to get dressed, get at least 100 other custodes ready, start up your ships, and go do something for the Imperium. The rest of my 300 companions can stay within the Imperial Palace for now.
Very well, my lord. It shall be done. We will be back with spoils of our victory shortly, my glorious overlord.
I forgot they got sent out.
Commanding presence. What I wouldn't give to play some blood games with him.
I feel like there was a reference, but I didn't catch it.
So, should I follow them?
No, you are staying here. I still need someone to tell me stupid shit I can complain about.
Oh, you.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, tell me what Tyranids are.
Well, you're not gonna like this.
Alright. Tyranids!
So, it begins. I suppose it's time to go do something completely inexplicable. Again.
I do like how you can tell, like, the production value is definitely going up video by video, and, like, Alpha Boost is trying new stuff, and that's really cool.
Hello there, old friend. Ecclesiarch Decius.
Decius?
I haven't seen you since our little argument on Salem Proctor.
Who is it?
You wouldn't know weren't treating that preacher like you did.
Is that a goat sitting on a chair?
I had every right, Decius. I'm a Lord Inquisitor for Terra's sake. If I suspect someone of heresy, I will take them away and torture them until they give me an answer.
That's not a chair, little Billy!
Inquisition's tagline is basically innocence. What was it? Innocence is not proof? Something like that. So something like innocence is not proof, or like even if you're innocent, we'll still come after you, sort of deal. Just the specific line. Oh gosh, it's been too long. Innocence is not. I'll have to look it up.
That's a toilet, I think. I need to poo.
He saved his entire world. With his people, he led and reconquered his planet for the Emperor, defying the heathens who controlled it.
That young boy was nothing but a false prophet who lusted for power.
That's just not right.
But it smells like Prometheus in here. Anyone got some steak?
We had lunch steak last Tuesday, you old shit!
No, not steak!
Prometheus tastes better than flesh, you said.
Not right.
Honestly, I'm not that big of a steak fan. Like, I can enjoy a steak now and then, but it's like, I feel like steak gets hyped up more than what it actually is, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine, but it's not, like, it's not incredible either.
Really? After you had your fit about us executing, was the taint of chaos not discovered amongst his followers?
We could have known if he was tainted or not before our final judgment was called for, but because of you, we lost that chance.
Oh, but you can never be too careful about the ever-present threat of chaos, Ecclesiarch. And that is why I have come here as the Inquisition's own representative.
crazy thing is, like, chaos is very insidious, so the Inquisition being, like, hyper, you know, like hyper vigilant does make some sense. That's the crazy thing of 40k, I think.
My nostrils itch something fierce.
Though I will say, there's this idea that, like, oh, the Imperium has to run this way, because otherwise everything would collapse. And it's like, no.
Where's old Lawffy?
It's on Towerhead's head, you butt.
What's today?
What are you jabbering on about now? Why have you come here, Karamazov?
I and almost every other Inquisitor in the galaxy have received a message from Terra, telling us that the Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum are to be disbanded.
Yes, I know about this message. No one here has sent it.
Well, there is no doubt in it. It definitely came from Holy Terra itself. A forgery of its seal cannot possibly be this precise. However, it's clear.
Well, you say that. Forgeries are actually very impressive sometimes. Almost exactly one-to-one.
That the Emperor of Mankind himself wrote it is blasphemous. It is clearly written by a heretic hiding somewhere here on this very planet.
Being such a deluded fool, you do have a point.
Good. See that the habit of yours is at least allowing enough blood to flow from your scalp for you to understand that this situation requires mending.
Can I just say, I love the banter between these guys. Like, you can kind of see the, not the echoes, but like the start of future banter, if that makes sense. Like, later on in HTB, you have like the very characterful back and forth. Here it's like, it's still a little bit slow. It's still like a little bit ponderous at times. It takes a bit of time to get to the point, but you can see the progression, and I think that's kind of cool.
So what is your purpose here exactly, Theodore? What do you intend to do?
I remember the finger I had before I replaced it with an auto quill. Oh, I just made myself sad.
I kind of want to make a cake. I made lasagna today, and that was really good. Like, it was honestly, we ate too much. But there is like still some left over, and then another lasagna for the freezer as well. So lots of lasagna. Oh man, but maybe I should make a cake, like a red velvet or something. What do you guys think? Sorry, that has nothing to do with this. I just suddenly popped into my head.
So, yeah, all in all, Tyranids from another galaxy and have come here for the sole purpose of eating everything that is organic in order to grow stronger and fiercer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, pretty damn scary. I'm lucky to have been trained not to feel fear or anxiety over such things as a seemingly imminent doom.
And you say that
Tyranids feature very heavily in Space Marine 2, so if you want to learn more about the Space Marines and the Tyranids, there you go. There's honestly a really, really good game to check out.
There have been an entire 3 major wars against these creatures with loads of Imperial forces involved.
Yes, indeed. The first, second, and third Tyrannic War. As I said, the most notable must have been the first Tyrannic War, when they supposedly first made their entrance into our galaxy. They completely stripped the planet Tyrant of all life, thereby getting the name of Tyranids.
And you said during this war they destroyed the Ultramarines, devoured their entire first company, and crippled the leader of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf, when they first arrived. How in the name of Lehman Ross's overinflated ego did that happen?
Well, yes. All Ultramarines in the galaxy were needed to beat off the assault on Macragge, but the 2 main events that are most important would be the confrontation between Marnius Calgar...
Papa Smurf?
Yeah. Papa Smurf and the Swarm, and the event that ended the battle in decisive Imperial victory. What the fuck is a Smurf anyway?
Honestly, I do wonder what he thinks a Smurf is.
I can already tell this is going to be a roller coaster ride of disappointment. Tell me what happened.
You can see also like the start of Alpha Booster's tendency to make jokes in the subtitles. I think that's also kind of fun.
Well, my Papa Smurf and the Swarm Lord fought one another in an epic battle of two independent characters. The battle was fierce, but in the end the Tyranid proved too strong for him, resulting in him being gravely wounded.
I am invincible! The Ultramarines always triumph! How about you, foul seed of scum?
I'm invincible! You're a loony.
What's also worth pointing out is that something similar to this apparently happened later in the year 976 when the Ultramarines fought another Hive fleet called Perseus. However, the history of the galaxy is a major clusterfuck as it is anyway, so I don't know if that can still be considered true or not. Anyway, back to McCrack. Unable to stand the mere thought of losing a sacred spiritual legion of their already grievous...
There's the line, spiritual lead.
...lost it. The oligarch of our first company sacrificed themselves to evacuate him.
So this guy could not even fight an overgrown fucking bug Gargamel and ended up force-feeding his bodyguards to it. Wow! Continue with the story. It makes my bones rattle with condensed and overpowering amusement and joy.
Well, long story short, after being fixed up a bit, Marnid Papa Smurf went to command the orbital battle over McGrath, but was led into a trap at the ringed world of Sersky. Things were looking very grim for them.
Led into a trap by a bunch of space locusts. This is dumber than those oiled-up fucking strippers I call companions.
The Emperor-class battleship, Dominus Astra, valiantly charged into the heart of Hive Fleet Beowulf and detonated its warp drives, causing a cataclysmic vortex that sucked both it and the entire Tyranid fleet into oblivion.
This is something that I always find kind of funny about 40k. Every single time the Imperium has a victory, well, not every time, but most of the time, it's like, this irreplaceable asset ended up sacrificing themselves. Luckily, we have, like, another billion of them. Like, oftentimes it's said, like, oh, the battleships, you know, you can't make new battleships, but there's so many of them that, you know, like...
Victory at Sersky spells the beat of Hive Fleet Beowulf.
I am sorry. I am just absolutely livid at the moment. Remind me again. Technology is pretty backwards at the moment, correct?
It has declined somewhat in your absence, yes?
And those Emperor-class battleships are pretty much irreplaceable at this point because of the sheer resources and manpower needed to make them, correct?
I think it's more the expertise than the resources and manpower, to be honest. I think if it comes down to it, the Imperium could still make a battleship, purely resources-wise.
More or less, yes.
So this asshole Papa Smurf, instead of just calling back his fleet to a more advantageous position in, you know, fucking space, let one of those warships be lost forever in the warp for some depraved minion of chaos to find and diddle around with.
This is getting me harder than Terminator armor!
Probably shouldn't mention time losses.
I want you to change my orders. Tell the Ultramarines to get back Magnus without the Geller fields turned on. Let's see how they enjoy being fucked by demons, like those poor assholes in the battleships.
So context, the Geller field is basically like a bubble of reality that you drag with you into the warp in order to, like, not instantly die, because the warp is basically just hell. Like, that's how you do space travel in 40k. You go into hell. So yeah, like, you drag like a bubble of reality with you, and hopefully that staves off the demons, etc. And turning it off, needless to say, is not a good idea.
Oh my.
Anyway, avoiding the subject of the Ultramarines further, these Tyranids actually sound pretty fucking fascinating. How easy my job would be if every human was just part of me and my giant intelligence, and everything we did was in perfect harmony.
Funnily enough, that is actually kind of what one of the inquisitorial factions wanted to do. I think the first ever book on 40k talks about them, the Ordo Hydra, I think they were.
Actually, remind me about that idea when I get off of this fucking throne.
I'll make sure to do that, my lord. The human hive mind would surely be something fantastic to be part of.
You're just saying that because you're thoroughly trained to be my bodyguard and not ever think, nor feel, or have any other purpose in life.
That's right, my lord!
Fucking automaton. So anyway, these Tyranids come from the eastern fringe of the galaxy in large bug flesh ships and chomp the fuck out of everything they see. Yes?
Correct, my lord.
Correct.
And every encounter recorded with them describes them as insect-like creatures with biological weaponry, and that they are countless in number. Right.
Yes, that is right, my lord. They come in endless streams, too numerous to count, with beasts both minuscule and massive, all killing in their own unique, painful ways.
Has anyone ever considered fucking bug spray?
Yes, actually.
Sorry, my lord, but... bug spray? What is that?
Sorry, I forgot. They stopped manufacturing those after the dark age of technology.
Well, my lord, if it's a biochemical weapon you're referring to, I can say that it is not of much use. Regenerative power is something that the species seem to have picked up on, and many of them also have extremely advanced immune systems, so not much will work. In addition, the race is very adaptable, and if we actually were to concoct a poison against them to use it, they'd most likely gain resistance to it soon after.
In Space Marine 2, a virus bomb gets detonated, and I believe it slows down the Terrans for a few hours before they can adapt.
It's quite a fucking pickle. Is there anything that works against them?
If it's not regular steel and bullets, there's actually a special mutagenic acid developed by the Death Watch that ruins target's organs from inside and out. It is used in Hellfire rounds, and it works fairly well against anything that's made up of flesh, but since Tyranids do not even have any kind of real armor, it seems to work best against them.
Then why have any of you fucking idiots had the idea of filling a massive space-sized spray can with a constant stream of oxygen, promethium, and this Hellfire compound, and sprayed the fuck out of the Tyranids' organic fleet while still in space?
That's a great idea, my Emperor. You are truly the most intelligent being in the galaxy.
Sigh.
Admittedly, I do enjoy the mental image of a giant can of bug spray just blasting a bunch of Tyranids in space.
Sometimes I wish I hadn't made you custodies to be mindless automatons without feelings or emotions. It gets lonely here sometimes.
Oh my Emperor, you're truly the most funny being in the galaxy as well.
Fucking automaton.
Well, my lord, at least we aren't as bad as those Necrons.
So we're talking about those sleepy soulless skeletons now. Do tell me what the fuck they have been up to.
You know of them? Oh, well, at least they aren't as bad as the Tyranids. I think...
They definitely suck to fight, but yeah.
Yes. This is definitely it. The Crimson Path, the center point of the Oriole subsector. Oh, when my work here is done, this planet shall rival Terra itself in its sacredness. Now I would act really into this, but I've just got to stay all mysterious and stoic and cool. So
I do enjoy the idea that the Space Marines that have to kind of just act cool the entire time. You know, like, they just have like a basic voice, nothing special, but then their actual, like, you know, they need to like play it up for the camera whenever the non-Space Marines are around. It's like, brava!
I don't think I can. But, well, I suppose one squeal might not harm anything.
Anyway, fucking cool.
Mein Gott, Leute! Meine Mama hat mir einfach erlaubt, dass ich Cola trinken darf.
Das ist...
Alright, I feel much better now. It's at times like these that I'm really glad that I just monologue to myself and not actually talk to anyone else. Because if someone had heard that, I would be seriously fucked.
The Emperor heard it, probably. Does the Inquisition have Titans? I feel like they do, but maybe they... I actually don't know if they do.
So, you're seriously going to go through with this? Search the entirety of Terra, the holiest, grandest, and most populated planet in the universe, to find the one who sent this message.
No household shall be left unchecked, and no person shall go unquestioned.
Honestly, how many people live on Terra in 40k? I mean, it has to be like 100 billion or more, right?
Well, if you say so. It's not like you care much for your reputation anyway.
Wait, what are you all dusty my cheeks doing now?
Self-destruct initiated.
I hope you do realize that Terra is the most densely populated and overbuilt planet in—
You know, I just realized something. In Hunter the Parenting, there's often there's a tendency in the show to foreshadow things with silly moments. That explosion was a foreshadowing in TTS. They've been doing this ever since this time. Oh my god.
Imperium. It'll take decades.
I've been foreshadowing stuff ever since this episode.
Do not doubt us. This is what we are best at. We will scan the entirety of Terra and its people in but a few days.
This sounds highly fucking illegal! Oh. My colon just... Oh. I better know!
Gucci Vander never had to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, maybe we should make him High Lord of Terra again.
Yeah, sounds like a great plan.
Hellfire you've been exposed to, exterminating every planet you come across, must have fried your perception. Do you even realize how hard it is to mobilize on one of these hive worlds? It's really damn hard, but I guess you don't realize since you sit on that mobility scooter all day.
Well, your hat looks like a piece.
Shut it, you old trash bags.
Does it? I feel like if your penis looks like that hat, you should get it checked out.
Well, while I wait for
I mean, I'm not a penisologist, but you know. Get your penis checked, Fox.
Speak direct to calm itself, I shall start.
Anologist? What would you call that? I don't know. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on this. I'm moving on.
At least remember to expect the rulings of Terra, Theodore. Not a single drop of blood shall fall upon these sacred grounds. When you have found your suspects, at least do the decency of taking them far away from Terra if your eagerness to spill blood grows heavy on you.
There's no way that there's no killing on Terra, right? Like, there's no way.
Yes, I am fully aware. You have my promise. Soldiers.
Or is it specifically that the Inquisition can't spill any blood on Terra?
Search has begun, but take heed. Not a single citizen of Terra shall have his or her blood spilled on these sacred grounds. So, remember, only to burn.
Funny enough, something like this is why the Sisters of Battle exist. Because the ecclesiarchy is not allowed to have men under arms. Women are fine, though.
My lord, was it really that funny? Really? Come on, the Necrons still pose a major threat. Just because the Blood Angels teamed up with them at once doesn't mean they're the Imperium
Oh, right, they did do that.
allies or anything. Okay. Maybe it is kind of funny.
No, you are incapable of finding things funny because you are a custodes.
Alright, I forgot. But anyway, what was I? Oh yes! So the Blood Angels and the Necrons defeated the Vile Tyranids together, and afterwards they went their separate ways, as the Blood Angels and the Necrons were both tired from the big battle, and Commander Dante thought it was distasteful to turn on the Necrons after they had helped each other out.
The Necrons were tired. The Blood Angels found something distasteful. I'd like to laugh more, but that might break my fragile funny bone.
I do actually wonder, like, the Necrons were tired. What? Like, I assume the logic is, you know, they were depleted after a fight. That's probably what they actually meant. I just enjoy the mental image of a Necron just being like, I need to go get some snoozes.
Anyway, I was under the impression that Necrons were tireless, soulless skeleton robots with no personality, nor care for anything. What the fuck happened?
Believe me, my lord, I think we all were under the impression until we heard about the Blood Angels and their apparent alliance with them. Before, they just spent most of their time coming out on planets unexpectedly and killing anything that lives, having a singular goal in mind, which was to seal off the Eye of Terror, swat away the Tyranids, and have the rest of the galaxy become never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet for their gods, the Catan.
Admittedly, like, you know, swatting away the Tyranids and defeating the Eye of Terror, frankly, like, those are things that the Imperium would benefit from greatly.
Sounds like what I would do if I was a solar skeleton robot. That, and slow walk around intimidatingly. Yes. It reminds me of that holo that I watched a few millennia back.
Now they're more like, well, their goal is still essentially the same, but now it has become a...
You think the Emperor kind of sits there on his throne just watching old holovids? I could see that.
Apparently the Catan were actually somehow shattered into pieces a long time ago, and the Necrons have leftover fragments of them in their possession containing near limitless powers. Also, as of late, some Necrons have even been reported to have actual personalities and even feelings. Oh, and pariahs apparently are not a thing anymore. No idea where they went off to.
Oh right, pariahs were retconned. So Necron pariahs used to be humans that got turned into Necrons, basically. Like some... I think it was like the Pariah Protocol or something. And those guys were like somewhat human still. Like they had emotions to some degree, I think. I don't remember the Pariahs very well. Regardless, they got retconned, so they don't exist anymore.
They just sort of up sticks and left, I guess.
Well, how does it feel having less emotion than a creepy fucking skeleton robot?
Although, in my mind, Trazin, if you know who that is, you know why I'm saying this, definitely has like a single pariah in his collection somewhere.
It feels fantastic not being on the same impotent level as a filthy Xeno, my lord.
I guess you can put it in that way as well. Anyway, I'm intrigued by the idea of those shards. I will have to ask the remaining Alpha Marines to get one for me when they get back.
Sure thing, my lord.
Just not a shard of that punk-ass fan god the Deceiver. The description you gave reminds me too much of that mysterious, tentacle-headed, metallic jerk who came by every Saturday night to play Paradox Billiards, Bostroid Roulette 4th-dimensional hypercube chess strip poker with me.
I definitely need to watch the Hypercube for Stroyan Roulette. Wait, what was it? Hypercube for Stroyan Roulette. Let me. What was it? Paradox Billiards for Stroyan Roulette, 4th-dimensional Hypercubes chess strip poker. Right. We definitely need to watch those videos at some point. It will definitely happen.
With me, Zinch, and Chegorav in the webway a few millennia ago. Although, to be fair, at least he wasn't as much of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
So, Zinch is one of the Chaos Gods, God of Change, God of Deception, etc. And then the other one, Shegorak, is the Harlequin god of the Eldar. A lot of trickery as well, very similar to Zinch, actually, in a lot of ways.
I've thought all this time you've been having a constant mental war with the forces of chaos as well as guiding our ships through the power of the Astronomical.
I'm the motherfucking Emperor. I'm allowed a day off once in a while.
I agree.
Besides, I'm the best fucking multitasker in the galaxy.
Oh, sorry, of course, my lord.
So far I have to say that I'm not impressed. These Necrons do not sound as much of a threat as those hungry space cockroaches.
Well, my lord, they are still more of a threat than you might think. Which actually reminds me of a story I need to tell you that will surely refurbish your pride in your angels of death.
Oh boy.
You see, during year 912, the Necron Lord of the two Mod Bosses got really mad because Necrons of another empire started to expand in his territory. In response to this, the Necron Lord suddenly revealed a massive planet-sized space vessel called the World Engine and started drifting through Imperial space, destroying anything that crossed his path. Later, during year 926, after several Imperial planets had been destroyed by the World Engine, a whole lot of Space Marines and the entirety of a local Imperial fleet was sent to destroy it.
Holy shit, a giant skeleton space robot planet that shoots molecule-breaking beams and destroys everything it spots. I want one.
Honestly, it does sound really cool, doesn't it?
Forces attacked the World Engine at the same time, but apparently a very strong void shield was surrounding it, making it nigh impervious to harm. This, together with the vessel's mighty arsenals of planet-devastating weaponry, cost millions of lives during that battle.
I guess no one knows what retreating is in this fucking Imperium nowadays.
So now, here is the awesome part. The Space Marines known as the Astral Knights.
I never made anything called Astral Knights.
No, seriously, my lord. You wouldn't even care that you didn't directly make them. You see, all of the Astral Knights decided to ram their spaceship, the battle barge Tempestus, straight into the world engine's void shield.
Fucking damn it.
Again. This is what I was talking about earlier. Like, it just keeps happening.
Why do you assholes keep wasting precious battleships?
The shield cracked up and the ship penetrated the hull of the world engine, allowing all Astral Knights to board it and destroy all weapons, energy batteries, supplies, commandos, and Necrons inside. The battle continued inside the world engine for 100 hours, all Marines dying doing what they do best. But not before their leader, Armed Ara, decided to overload the entire damn vessel and its central core with the help of some melter grenades. After this destructive overlord, the void shield was turned off completely, and this is where the rest of the Imperial fleet took their chance and shot the crap out of the planet ship with cyclonic torpedoes.
Well, slap me on the kneecap and call me a fucking skeleton. That is actually amazing.
After this incredibly awe-inspiring victory, the remains of the world engine were taken in by the Adeptus Mechanicus while the battle barge Tempestus was salvaged, and set up as a monument with an Imperial shrine in it, holding statues of the 772 Astral Knights that had sacrificed themselves to bring down the world engine.
Honestly, the Astral Knights were pretty dang cool, I will say. Like, as much as I make fun of the whole, like, you know, sacrifice thing, all the same.
Sorry, I was totally mistaken. I totally remember that I did make the Astral Knights now. They were one of the secret legions I made before the Great Crusade that I never told anyone about. They were the best around, nothing was ever going to keep them down.
Right. Whatever you say, my lord.
Also, on the previous subject matter, I have to say that I kind of like that one Necron that you mentioned. Trashy the Incontinent or something.
You mean Trace in the Infinite, my lord?
That's what I said, you tube of fucking custard. Anyway, even if he is an alien fiend, I cannot deny that the idea of stealing incredibly valuable objects from all around the galaxy only to put them in a massive skeleton robot space museum is a great one.
It's a pretty fun one. Honestly, the Necrons have a lot of very fun stuff going for them. I quite like the Necrons for a lot of reasons.
Ah, yes. His only goal in the galaxy is to claim historic artifacts and relics and return to his two world assaults. He's even gone as far as to have the head of the great Sebastian Thor preserved in there.
Absolutely hilarious. At some point we should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
I think I know a group of Space Marines capable of just that.
Oh no, the Blood Ravens.
Do tell.
Well...
Borealum!
Emperor's Holy Inquisition. Stop right there!
We are here to interrogate you about certain messages.
Who wrote the message?
I don't know what you're talking about!
Didn't you hear me? Who wrote the message?
Excuse me, are you allowed to do this? Of course we are. Haven't you heard from the High Lords?
We are here to interrogate everyone on Terra.
Who wrote the fucking message? Where are the gene stealers?
Help me!
Would you look at that? Some unfashionable trash running around harassing civilians here on Holy Terra. You came to the wrong neighborhood, shitboots!
What makes you lunatics think you are allowed to do this?
Destiny? Aren't you supposed to stand in the Imperial Palace? Well, you see, this is a special occasion. Special enough that my loincloth is just bursting with anticipation.
What's a more interesting question I demand an answer for is what you Inquisitors are doing here, burning Terra and harassing its citizens.
We are here because of a message supposedly sent from God Emperor himself, telling us the Inquisition is to be disbanded.
Clearly, the message was written by a heretic, and we are going to find it.
Fools.
Aroused snickering.
Message is from the Emperor, straight from the Sanctum Imperialis, within the Imperial Palace.
He is the reason why we're outside the palace in the first place. So you have no reason to perform this heinous act upon our planet.
You done goof! That is impossible!
You would lie. If the Emperor was alive on the floor, we would know.
You heretics! Kiss for these are heretics! Let's get back to Fyodor and tell him about this.
Fucking Grox-ass Inquisitors.
I'm now incredibly aroused.
Honestly, I would also be incredibly aroused if I had 3 custodies protecting me. Alright, last one for today.
Before you say another word, Javaticus, before you burn me like a heretic, listen to me. There is something I must do.
I don't know why they decided to do this, but I absolutely adore it, by the way. This is just so random. I love it.
This woman leaves behind a suffering child. There is none but me who can intercede. In the Emperor's name, 3 days are all I need. Then I'll return. I pledge my word. Then I'll return.
You must make me mad! I want the people across the years. Everything like you can never change. But this, such as you.
Damn it all. Not a single useful subject has been found yet. Don't they understand that sitting around here is incredibly boring? It's like being inside a retirement home.
Hey, Fyodor, isn't it
Oh, right, that guy starts talking.
boring around here? Like, incredibly boring?
Be quiet, Dominic. That's what I just said.
No, that's what I just said. You know what would be fun? Letting me sit on your throne. I've always dreamed of being up on that throne and all the fun things I could do up there.
I said, quiet! Giving me a headache.
No, you be quiet. Can someone feed the goat so he quiets down? Trying to do important High Lord things here.
Shut up, little Billy! Now, to the business at hand. What were we discussing? I think it was something relating to banning the breathing of air from anyone that is not us. Air is one of the
Seems perfectly reasonable.
natural resources left on Terra, and if all of the normals use it, they'll be not meant for us.
Private time is only a reason to bless your lungs with Salacitea.
Well, I'm not sure. My generals need to breathe as well to their commands. Whatever it is they don't command again. And I don't think they can do that very well without air. Fuck.
I mean, do they really need to breathe? Come on now. Breathing is overrated.
Well, I usually seem to generate currents of air right before I have to poo.
Wait, isn't breathing important? I don't remember. I'm gonna lay down.
I should just go up there and find the heretic myself.
Sure, we have urgent news.
Oh, hey, are you the guys I sent to buy my sandpaper cigarettes? I really need my fix of nicotine and throat lacerations. How else do you think I always sound so calm and sexy?
What is it that you want? Don't you three have some sewage to investigate?
We were confronted by 3 custodians while interrogating some citizens.
Custodies? You're joking with me, are you not? The custodies never make the Imperial Palace.
They were right there, though. And the custodians told us that the Emperor really is the one who sent the message.
In the name of 1,000 dead fucking heretics! Are you saying?
Kiss these are the heretics we are looking for.
Well, in that...
I do love how... Don't get me wrong, this makes a lot of sense in the setting of 40k, right? But instead of considering why the custodians are doing what they're doing, no, they're just heretics.
Case, we're all walking straight into the Imperial Palace and taking those mutant exhibitionists with us!
Wait, does he know about them being naked?
Hold your mega chairs for just a moment, Inquisitor. What do you think you are doing?
Not you.
Stop standing around there all silent and dead like an unplugged fucking Mechanicus out and tell me who these space marines are. This anticipation is for some reason killing me. Then again, I'm a decaying corpse, so that might also be a contributing factor.
Probably.
Well, they are renowned in the Imperium for stealing a lot of relics from both other chapters and factions within the Imperium. It's not really known how they do it, or exactly why, but they have somehow managed to amass a astounding amount of orchid due to this.
So what are they called?
I believe they're called something. Actually, I don't remember.
Way to fucking go, dildo head.
Dildo head.
A whole new level of stupid, the disappointing kind of stupid. Come to think of it, did you say chapter? As in, only a singular chapter within an entire legion is good at this?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
No, my lord, they are not part of a legion.
Why the fuck would there ever exist a single chapter outside of a legion?
Well, you see, 7 years after the Horus Heresy, an event took place known as the Second Founding.
The Second Founding? Oh man, this already sounds about as unnecessary as the Dark Eldar. Wasn't the appropriately named Only Founding good enough?
Actually, I think the name was changed to the First Founding after they came up with the second one.
Really? Wow. What an unbelievable excess of stupid.
Anyway, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, Robert Gulliver.
My singular cybernetic, I just detected a large rise in ignorance and hubris in this room from the mere mention of that name.
Everything is turning blue.
Created the Codex Astartes, which is a set of rules and guidelines that nowadays is used by thousands of Space Marine chapters throughout the galaxy.
Thousands?
The Codex Astartes became the foundation for a second founding, as Gulliver decreed that all legions still loyal were to be split up.
Everything is turning blue!
10 companies each. One of these chapters were to retain their parent legion's original name, symbol, and color scheme, while the others could basically go and do whatever they wanted with that.
So now we've got fucking Ultramarine babies spread out across the entire galaxy, all secluded from the rest of the Imperium, to form their own beliefs, dogmas, and hatreds inspired by the original, which was already an enormous pile of stupid to begin with.
Pretty much.
Seriously, are you actively trying to make my life even more difficult?
Admittedly, I do feel like splitting them up into chapters wasn't the worst concept.
Well...
In addition, this dumb book has split up the Imperium's mighty bulwark and made it into a rotten picket fence that even a small child could break down. What made you people think that this was a good idea?
But my lord, Gulliver's intentions were noble. He recognized that in order for something like the Horus Heresy to not ever be possible again, the massive marine armies should be separated and spread out.
And now the Xeno activity is more rampant throughout the galaxy than ever. Perhaps the girly man's head wasn't stuck so far up his buttocks, fervently kissing his own ass, he would have proofread his work before publishing it. For all we know right now, there could be hundreds of chapters out there pledging their allegiance to chaos, or perhaps even worse. And we have no fucking idea about it or a way to stop it, because all our defenses are so thinly spread.
This is true.
There could even be chapters consoling and accepting both Xenos and Chaos worshippers into the ranks. Maybe even chapters so fucking reclusive and historically inept that their mere existence sound like something out of a disgustingly horrible and shitty fanfiction.
Do you guys have the feeling we're being shit on really hard right now?
We're always being shat on.
Fuck you. You fish. Fuck you. Cactus? You thought that you were going to win this poker game, but it was actually I! Fresh!
Fucking damn it.
Alpha Boosa enjoying the shenanigans of his legion.
Guildsmen. Speaking of which, did you tell them to cut his life support yet? It is very fucking important. Actually, when you've done that, make sure to bring that status field power adapter here. I might need that extra power to charge my data slate to play whatever new Battle Mace 42 million game is out, or whatever else might exist. Not Call of Duty though, they seriously need to stop releasing those shitty fucking rehash games every year.
Right.
Honestly, fair is fair to Call of Duty. They did try some new stuff, like with Infinite Warfare. There's a lot of people at the time didn't like it, which is a shame, because Infinite Warfare is kind of neat. Like, it's not incredible, but it's kind of neat.
My lord, I'll make sure not to forget it this time.
Actually, come to think of it, are the Ultramarines somehow connected to all bad things that has happened for the last 10,000 years? It feels like we keep bringing them up all the time.
Well, they have kind of become the poster boys of the Imperium, so can't really avoid mentioning them. Oh, speaking of which, I actually remember the name of that feeding chapter now.
Really? What is it then?
The name of the chapter is The Blood.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, little kitten. But there's something very important to inform you.
Honestly, every time these three are on the screen, I have a good time.
Oh shit, it's my eternal torment upon this throne made manifest again.
You see, we were outside the palace, traveling through the spires of terror, when we noticed that everything was on fire.
Not in the usual sacred incense burning way either.
Yes, indeed. Apparently there are inquisitors running amok all around the planet. They're looking for the one who sent that message demanding the disbanding of the Inquisition and the Adaptus Ministoris.
So they have arrived.
Holy Imperative Ares, really?
Really? I suggest we go to the High Lords immediately. Perhaps the Inquisitorial representative can be argued with.
If not, we can ask General Ian or something.
There is no time to be lost. Let's go.
There's no time to be lost. Battle Brothers! Space Marines!
I'm fucking down.
I was foolish to believe you would hold a
Ah, fun.
You are untrustworthy filth, not ever worthy of the Emperor's blessing.
I am the only one here worthy of the Emperor's blessing. I am the only one who's going to save him from his very own corrupted bodyguard.
You are not entering the palace, Theodore.
I would like to see you try and stop.
I'll gladly show you. Guards!
Theodore, we're surrounded!
Be quiet, Dominic.
Well, here we are, Theodore. At long last, I can put you and your miserable little cult away, never to interfere with the Emperor's will again.
Foolish. Have you forgotten that my throne is a massive weapon arsenal?
Oh, shit! Oh, no! Hey, easy, Ark. We're gonna light you up.
It is basically a dreadnought.
Like a sandpaper cigarette if I had one!
Oh, Ecclesia. If you and the rest of Terra do not meet my demands, I will have this entire room and all of its inhabitants fall prey to my throne of judgment. It is too bad for you that this passing decree is still in effect, isn't it?
Theodore, you absolute ass.
Aw, don't
Aspelude?
feel too bad.
Doesn't work.
At least my meltdown will fade away from this existence instead of splattering your blood across the floor. Because that was your primary concern, wasn't it? Now, I am going into that palace, and I alone will save the Emperor and the Imperium of Man!
Bum bum bum. Ah, well, with that, thank you all very, very much for watching. I do apologize if I was a bit quieter for this one, and if I sounded a bit more tired. That's because I am. It has been a very, very busy weekend for me. I've been helping my roommate renovate the attic. We're going to be turning it into a nerd room. I'll be sure to take pictures once it's done and share them on Blue Sky and such. Speaking of which, if you want to toss me a follow over there, or join my Discord, or check out, or join the members, or subscribe, or join me on stream, and all those other things, feel free to do so. All the links are in the description. Feel free to check those out. If you remember, you can see yourself scrolling in the background. And of course, a very special thank you to my very important planets, Aku, SCP Realized, Roselandian Rose, Torpin Only, Brandon Anderson, 8516, and Cool Mr. Cortez. And of course, on Ko-Fi, Tato, Orlan Dog, Vreed, Ellie Cute Puppy, and Alex the DM. Thank you, and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye!